Yeah, so this year, as Andrew says, it's always a big challenge to figure out what to write on. So I sat with some colleagues in the office and said, well, what really is the biggest issue we think we're faced with in the market today? And it seemed to us without any question that that issue really is property prices. In the last 10 years, the market has continued to decline year on year in terms of transaction volume. And it has dawned on us that as a result of that, property values have been changing, but people have not been adjusting their prices. One interesting side note on that, when we looked at the data, was the opposing parallels of the real estate market with the travel and tourism stayover market, where 2017 was the highest year on record for tourism arrivals, but correspondingly the real estate transaction market was the lowest it's been in 25 years here in Barbados. So the reality is, with the market being flat, the market being in oversupply, the real issue we're faced with, and the reason the market isn't moving, is because of price. There simply is too much overpricing in the market. So this year we looked at a set of data for 3 years of sales, and we tried to figure out what was the timing of those sales in the market. And what we discovered was 50% of all those properties that were properly priced sold within the first 12 months, 70% sold within the first 24 months, and 90% sold within 36 months. And then when we looked at all those properties that were listed on the market for longer, 3 years plus, what we did find is that many of them had a series of price reductions. We had examples of properties that were originally listed at $1.6 million and eventually ended up selling at less than half that. So what really happened was, if the properties weren't priced right, the sellers were simply following the market down. I think the key takeaway from the article and looking at all the data was that for those people who have properties listed for sale and the property may be on the market for in excess of 24 months, you're really going to need to take a very critical look at your pricing and make sure that you are priced to sell. The reality is, a lot of properties will follow the market down, so you have the operating cost of carrying the property all the while you are eroding the eventual sale price that you can achieve. You know, the outlook for the next 12 to 24 months without question is likely to be a flat market. So the reality is, vendors should either price their property to market, or they're going to need to get comfortable for the long haul.